The reason that fear of success is such a killer for people starting new ventures, whether it's business or, health, fitness, whatever, the problem with fear of success is that it is often completely subconscious. We're not aware that it's going on. Fear of failure, it's very obvious. We know we're scared, we know what we're scared of. It's there. But fear of success is often going on completely behind the scenes, and that's why it stops so many people, because if you don't have awareness, you can't change. Gotta have awareness to make that change. So with fear of success, it all starts with how you see yourself. Because what's really going on behind the scenes is that your biological programming is designed to keep you within your comfort zones. It's designed to keep you safe. Because in evolutionary terms, being safe and in the known means survival and reproduction, which means we pass on our genes and our traits, and that trait gets passed down through generations. The unknown, in biological terms, generally means it means danger. It means potential death. And so when we're trying to achieve new things, when we're trying to achieve success, whatever that looks like, if we've never done it before, that's generally the unknown. That's territory that our subconscious mind does not know how to navigate. It doesn't know what's going to be there. So from its perspective, it wants to do what it can to keep us safe within our comfort zones, keep us safe within the known. And this is the problem with fear of success. We're not even aware that this is going on behind the scenes, and we're not even aware that our known reality, our known environment, and our known self-image is often that of failure, of struggle, of lack, of not achieving our goals and not living the life that we want to live. And so the solution, if we want to overcome fear of success, is we've got to change what our known self-image is, our known reality, our known environment. We've got to change that known, because what that means is when we start achieving the results, we start getting a good thing going in business, in health, in fitness, whatever, we're driving towards an environment that we're already comfortable in, and so we won't self-sabotage. If that's our known environment, the subconscious mind is not going to get in the way and not going to keep us trapped within our failure known environment. But then the question is, how the hell do we reprogram, or how the hell do we get to this known environment, or teach our mind what this known environment feels like if we haven't got the result? Because you can't do what it takes. You can't get the result before doing what it takes to get the result. You can't become successful and you can't maintain that success until you see yourself as successful. But how the hell do you see yourself as successful if you've never got success in the first place? You've got to change the belief first. And so the way that you do that is you've got to start actually experiencing and changing how you see yourself, changing your known environment, experiencing the new known of success, becoming the new known of future you. And there's two ways that you can do this that will massively help you shift the belief and shift how you see yourself, so you can experience what this new future is and turn it into a known future. Number one is meditation, and specifically meditation through visualizing your goals, visualizing future you, visualizing a new future and experiencing this future reality, experiencing what it would feel like to be that future version of yourself. Because your mind can't tell the difference between imagined or real experiences. If you're imagining an experience, to your subconscious mind, it's the same. You can have biochemical reactions. You can feel fear if you imagine yourself jumping out of a plane. Your heart rate will increase if that's something that you're scared of. You're just imagining jumping out of a plane. You're not actually jumping out of a plane, but you'll still have a biological reaction within your body because your mind can't tell the difference. So meditation, visualizing your goals, is one of the most powerful ways to start experiencing what it will actually be like to be that future version of yourself, that successful version of yourself. And if you can teach your body and your mind what it will actually feel like to be successful, that's going to start to become a new known. And your subconscious mind is going to start to gravitate towards that future instead of self-sabotaging to keep you away from that uncertain future and into your previous known future. Okay? So number one, meditation and visualization of your goals. And number two, interrogative affirmations. Now, standard affirmations are things like, you say, I am wealthy, I am abundant, I am successful, I am this, I am that. And they're done in statement form. But the problem with the statement is that your subconscious mind either accepts or rejects it. Right? So if you say a statement like, I am wealthy, and you don't believe that you're wealthy, you don't see yourself as wealthy, that doesn't fit into your self-image, well, your subconscious mind is just going to go, no, you're not. Boom, rejected. And you can hammer that drum again and again and again, and you can tell yourself 1,000 times that you're wealthy, but every single time your subconscious mind is just going to go, no, you're not, 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 no, you're not. It's not going to change anything. But what an interrogative affirmation is you're doing affirmations but in a question form. And the difference is when you ask a question, the subconscious mind has to answer the question. And it's the same mechanic as if I said to you, don't think of a pink elephant. Do not think of a pink elephant. Don't think of a pink elephant. Right? You can't not think of the pink elephant. You have to think of the pink elephant. You have to fill in the blank before you can understand the statement as a whole, before the mind can program the statement. It has to think of a pink elephant and understand the concept of pink elephant in order to even compute the statement of don't think of a pink elephant. Questions are a similar kind of mechanic. Your subconscious mind has to answer the questions that you ask it before it can form an opinion about the statement or whatever it is that you're posing in question form. And when the subconscious mind has answered the question that you're asking, it is a hell of a lot harder for it to reject the answer because it's come from itself. So an interrogative affirmation is asking yourself things like, why is it so easy for me to be wealthy? Why is it so easy for me to be successful? When you pose it in question form, your mind's got to start to fill in the blanks and coming up with the answers. And when you come up with the answers, what's going to happen is you're going to start reprogramming your belief, reprogramming your self-image of how you see yourself. When you answer the question, why is it so easy for me to be successful? You say, well, I've always achieved things throughout my entire life. Anything that I put my mind to, I know I can achieve. I've done plenty of things in the past that I didn't know how to do before I started, yet I managed to achieve them, and now I'm really good at them. So how did that happen? So I've got countless times that I've proved that I can do it. So actually, maybe it is easy for me to be successful. Maybe I am just making it more difficult than it needs to be in my mind. And when you start having that dialogue, you're reprogramming your belief system. And when you reprogram your beliefs and you see yourself as successful because you've meditated and visualized your goals, you see that future, and that's a known future, and that's comfortable, and you already see yourself as that person, you're going to start to gravitate towards that future with zero resistance from that, instead of that just working against you the entire time. All right, so you want to know how to overcome fear of success? Well, you've got to see yourself as successful. If you do that, it's going to really help you move forwards.